Do you ever get tired of routines? Every day it's the same thing. Every day you have to look forward to the same task. Waking up in the morning, not wanting to get out of bed, having to fix the bed, having to brush your teeth, wash your face, do the normal things that one must do to be considered human. But do you ever get tired of doing these things? Or do you look forward to doing these things, doing these tasks? And do you make these tasks out of a routine that will better benefit you? Now, I must admit, sometimes it's very tiring to do the same monotonous routines day in and day out. And then you can very easily get caught up in a rut and you're like, well, I don't have to do this and I don't have to do that. But I have found myself in a space where I want to do more for me. Like, we as women, we as mothers, we as just caring, loving people can find ourselves draining our cups, emptying our cups every single day for others and not pouring back into ourselves. So as of late, I have been trying to focus more on pouring back into myself. And even though it seems simple to do something like exfoliating your hands, exfoliating your face, but there are times when I can go for months without making time to exfoliate my hands and exfoliate my face. And doing the things that gives me a little bit more joy and take a little bit more pride in myself, like fixing my bed in the morning. It may seem like a very small and simple thing, but then when you look back at that made up bed opposed to the covers and the pillows just thrown everywhere, you know that you took time out for yourself for something as simple as making a bed. Now, recently, I realized that I hadn't exfoliated my hands and my face in a couple of months. My hands were feeling like Wolverines, whatever that feels like. It was feeling like Velcro, you guys. When I would pick up one of the microfiber towels, the towel would just stick and cling to my hands. And then I realized you have not exfoliated your hands in a couple of months. And my hands are hands that need to be exfoliated, you guys. I shed skin out of my hands. I'm working with my hands every day. I'm washing dishes every day. I'm scrubbing things in the van. I'm sanding things. So my hands were very, very, very neglected. And it seems like something very simple as exfoliating your hands, exfoliating your face, fixing your bed, making sure you wake up in the morning and fix breakfast for yourself before you leave out of the house. Those are very simple things. But how many of us make time for those things? I want to encourage you guys today to make time for yourself. Know that you are worth making time for, and not feeling guilty because it may take 20 more minutes. 15 more minutes or 5 more minutes to exfoliate your hands, to exfoliate your face, to take a longer shower than normal, to fix you some breakfast before you leave out of the house in the morning, instead of just rushing out and saying, well, I am running late and I have to do this and I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to show up for everyone else, or just do things for yourself that you're still not making time for yourself. So with intention, this is year 2025. We're in February now, you guys. I want to make more time for myself, doing the things that are showing myself that I love myself. Oftentimes, we want people to show up for us. We want people to show us that they love us. We want Valentine's Day gifts. We want Christmas gifts. We want birthday gifts, birthday cards. We would love people to fix breakfast for us. Give us a gift card to go get a manicure and a pedicure. All the while, we are showing up for those people in ways that they may never show up for us. And at the same time, we are showing up for others in ways that we never show up for ourselves. So sometimes we show up for ourselves in ways that we don't show up for ourselves in other ways. And so I want a balance in my life. I want to be able to say, you know what? I fixed my bed 365 days out of the year without leaving my bed just disheveled. And it's easy in van life to fix your bed every day because you have to get up and you have to pick the bed up and fix the bed. But it's just easier in home life to just walk out the room and close the door and not really care about whether or not the bed is fixed or not, because you know you have to come back in the bed and go to bed. And so I just want to put forth more effort. It's like having a booger in your nose and knowing that the booger is there, but you don't blow your nose, and eventually the booger is going to be all over your face. So you have to make time every day to blow your nose. Seems like something simple, right? Same thing with making time for yourself. And that's the whole purpose of this video, you guys, is for me to encourage myself and me to encourage you guys that making time for yourself is just as important as doing other things and making time for others. Even taking a little more time to pick out your clothes, which I normally don't do. But one advantage to going to Goodwill, thrift store, Dollar Day is even when I'm just going outside and working on the van, I can still choose to wear a outfit that looks put together rather than just throwing on a shirt that has paint on it already. Especially on the days when I know that I am not going to be doing any painting or anything like that. I still want to look put together sometimes. So I am looking forward to completing my van bill, where each and every day that I step out of my van, I look put together. I look like I love me. You know, when you have kids and you send your kids off to school and the teacher is at the front of the class and she's taking roll, the teacher can look in the audience of the children and she can tell which one of the children are loved. The children that come to school with their hair combs every day, the children that come to school with their faces washed and lotion on their faces, the children that come to school with clean clothes, the children that come to school with a packed lunch or lunch money, the children that come to school with their backpack and their homework already done and their homework checked over by their parents, you can tell the child that is loved in the classroom. And that's the same thing with us. You can look at you and tell if you love yourself, if you take time out for yourself, if you appreciate yourself. How is it that we want people to hold us in high regards and we don't even hold our own self in high regards? So I am committing to taking the extra hour, the extra 2 hours a day to fix the bed, to pick out some clothes that I would look presentable in, to exfoliate my hands. I want to do that every day until my hands are feeling the way they should feel. And then going forward from there, at least exfoliating my hands once a week. I want to make sure I'm putting moisturizer on my skin so that my skin can look like I cared for myself instead of walking around sometimes with ashy hands. And even the things that people don't see, like right now I'm taking the castor oil and putting it in my belly button. Nobody would know that I'm doing that every day, but I know that that's something that I want to commit to because it is something that is for my health. And I totally 100% believe that your health is your wealth. And so a lot of us are just trying to say, oh, well, I want to be wealthy one day. I want to be a millionaire one day. But that starts with your health. That starts with taking care of yourself on a daily basis. That starts with those monotonous routines. Good morning, Nutty Buddy Nation. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing today? I am here today for another. I'm going to start calling these vlogs my I don't know, my diary blogs, 50 plus grown woman. I'm gonna start calling these vlogs my maybe daily grown woman 50 plus diaries, cause I am going to share a motivational and encouraging message within the first part of the vlog and then piggyback off of that in the conversation of the vlog. So today I want to talk about routines. I know daily routines can be very monotonous and you're tired of waking up doing the same thing every day and you get tired of the rigmarole of that routine. But like they say, caring is sharing. Doing a routine every day, the same thing, and giving yourself things that you need to achieve throughout the day, and then that becomes monotonous, but it's for you. It's pouring into yourself. So this morning I did my hands, I exfoliated my hands. My hands have been feeling so rough and so tough. And with me doing my van bill and everything else that I've been doing, I haven't been making time for myself. But when I work in those monotonous routines like fixing my bed every morning, doing my hands, exfoliating my face, fixing me something to eat before I go outside, I am pouring back into myself. I am committing to a routine to show myself first, to show up for myself first every day. A lot of times we as women, we as mothers, we show up for everyone else first and we neglect how we look. We neglect the time that we spend on ourselves. We neglect self-care. We neglect just pouring back into ourselves. So I want to encourage you guys today to develop monotonous routines that pour back into yourself. We all have to wake up, we all have to fix the bed, we all have to brush our teeth, we all have to wash our face, but we can do that and take it to the next level. We can take that extra 5 minutes to exfoliate our hands. We can take that extra 5 minutes to exfoliate our face. We can take that extra 5 minutes to scrub the bottom of our feet with the scrubbing tool. We can take that extra 5 minutes to fix something to eat in the morning before we start running around like a chicken with our head cut off, taking care of everybody else. So that's what I want to encourage you guys in today. So even committing to doing things that you know that you need to do for yourself. This is my electrolytes water. I have been committed to taking my electrolytes every day because I've been so dehydrated. I'm back on my oils, my black seed oil, my olive oil, my coconut oil, my walnut oil, and my iodine. I'm back to doing those things because I firmly believe that your health is your wealth. A lot of people are running around trying to achieve wealth, but they are not focusing in on their health. We live in a society where people feel like they can just get the look of healthiness by going getting lip injections, Botox, BBL, but they're not willing to tummy tucks, liposuction, but they're not really investing in the longevity of their health. They're just concerned about the exterior, how they look, but not necessarily how they feel and whether or not what they're doing to their bodies is something that they can maintain on a long-term basis. So I'm about to fix me some breakfast this morning. It is 12:53, going on 1 p.m. But I said to myself, I don't care how late I get up, how late it takes for me to do this and do that. I still want to eat before I go outside because that's just something I'm committing to myself. Yesterday, I didn't really do that, and I felt the difference in the things that how I felt throughout the day. So yeah, I want to make sure no matter how late it takes me to get myself up and running, I still want to do the things that I'm committing to for myself. So I'm gonna fix me some eggs and some bacon, and Miss Charlene some eggs and bacon, and that's gonna be breakfast. It's that time of the year where everyone makes a resolution to take better care of themselves, to eat right, to exercise, to drink more water. List some of the resolutions that you have made down in the comment bar below. And also let me know, we are in the month of February. How many of those routines have you actively committed to? I know there is a host of things that I want to do on a daily basis to better take care of myself. One is fixing breakfast for myself before I leave out the house in the morning, drinking more water, taking my iodine, eating my tuna, drinking my electrolytes, fixing my bed every morning, exfoliating my hands and my face more often than what I've been doing. And I really want to try waking up earlier in the morning and getting outside and working on the van more often. So this is me showing up for myself this morning, also for my friend Miss Charlene, and making breakfast for us, because it is so easy to just go straight outside and start working on the van. And because I'm on the carnivore diet, we need to eat a certain amount of time a day, and it is so easy for me to just skip that breakfast meal. And then when I go outside, I'm not feeling well, I'm feeling nauseous, I'm feeling faint. So we have to learn to put ourselves first. If So you guys, let me know in the comments bar below if you're going to join me in committing to putting yourself first. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye now.